Hello, everybody. I'm your host, and today we're going to take a look at the top 10 mysterious places on Earth that scientists still can't explain. Number 10, the Ring of Fire. This one is probably the most well-known place in this list, but it is still an area that scientists don't really understand all that well. They have theories and ideas, but it is one of the biggest mysteries that surrounds our planet. The Ring of Fire is found in the basin of the Pacific Ocean, and it is an area that stretches over 40,000 kilometers. It is also known as the Circum-Pacific Belt, and it contains 75% of all the active volcanoes in the world, as well as being an area that has a lot of earthquakes. About 90% of earthquakes happen within this zone, so if you like living on the edge, maybe steer clear of this one. There are many theories as to why there are so many volcanoes and earthquakes here, but nothing has been confirmed. The fact that this area stretches for thousands of kilometers makes it even more confusing. If it were just one single spot, then it would make sense that there was some kind of tectonic plate underneath the Earth there causing all the problems. But because it's spread out, scientists are struggling to get to the bottom of it. However, they do know that much of the Ring of Fire was created by subduction zones. What happens in these areas is that two plates collide, but one of them gets pushed under the other one. As they collide, pressure builds up, and this builds up until it can no longer be contained, and thus an earthquake. At the same time, minerals within the rock melt, which creates magma, and this is what leads to the formation of volcanoes. Scientists are still working on exactly why there are so many volcanoes and earthquakes along this particular ring. Number 9. The Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world. And although we know how deserts are formed, we aren't quite sure how the Sahara became a desert in the first place. Some scientists believe that there was once a major climate shift about 8,000 years ago, which turned the area into a dry and inhospitable desert. Before this time, the Sahara was covered in vegetation and was a pleasant place to live. It was also home to a large number of animals, including elephants, lions, hippos, and much more. Then, suddenly, something changed. Some say it was the change in rainfall, while others say it was a buildup of dust in the atmosphere. Whatever it was, it caused the area to become the desert we know today. One reason scientists are struggling to figure this out is because not everyone agrees on when the Sahara became a desert. Some say it happened gradually over a long period of time, while others say it was almost instantaneous. There is evidence to support both theories, so it's hard to say for sure what happened. Recent studies have shown that the Sahara may have actually gone through several periods of being a desert and then becoming green and lush, only to turn back into a desert again. So it doesn't seem like the Sahara will keep its secrets for much longer. Number 8. The Pyramids of Bosnia. In the mountains of Bosnia and Herzegovina lies a collection of strange structures that have left scientists baffled. The Pyramids of Bosnia are a series of large mounds that are perfectly symmetrical. They are similar to the pyramids of Egypt, but no one knows for sure how they were built or what they were used for. The largest pyramid is 221 feet high, and the other two are smaller. They are made of earth and rock and are surrounded by a moat. There are many theories as to who built the pyramids and why. Some say they were built by ancient Egyptians who traveled to the area, while others say they were built by local people. No one knows for sure. What makes the pyramids even more mysterious is that they were only discovered in 2001. How they managed to go unnoticed for so long is beyond me. Archaeologists are still trying to figure out who built the pyramids and what their purpose was. It's possible that they were used for religious ceremonies or as burial grounds. But until we find some solid evidence, we'll never know for sure. Number 7. The Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan lies a strange rock formation that looks like it could be man-made. The Yonaguni Monument is a large rock formation that resembles a staircase leading down into the ocean. Some people believe that it's the remains of a lost civilization that lived on the island. Others believe that it's a natural rock formation. However, recent studies have shown that the monument may have actually been built by human hands. Using sonar technology, researchers were able to map out the entire structure of the Yonaguni Monument, and they found that it's too symmetrical to be a natural formation. They also found that there are carvings on the rock that look like they were made by a tool. The carvings include stairs, pillars, and even what appears to be a type of hieroglyphics. Researchers are still trying to decipher the meaning of the carvings, but they believe that the Yonaguni Monument is one of the most important archaeological discoveries ever made. Number 6. The hum. The hum is a noise that has been heard all over the world, but scientists still can't explain where it's coming from. People have reported hearing a low humming sound that seems to be coming from the ground itself. Some people believe that the hum is a sign of an impending apocalypse, while others believe that it's simply a figment of their imagination. However, recent studies have shown that the hum is a real phenomenon that can be picked up by sensitive microphones. Scientists still don't know what is causing the hum, but they believe that it may be caused by a combination of factors such as electromagnetic fields, low-frequency sound waves, and even the Earth's magnetic field. It's possible that the hum will remain a mystery forever, but scientists are determined to find out what is behind this strange noise. Number 5. The Dancing Plague of 1518. In 1518, something strange happened in the town of Strasbourg, Germany. A woman began dancing in the street, and she didn't stop for days. Soon, more people started dancing, and the whole town was infected with what became known as dancing mania. People danced non-stop for weeks on end until they literally danced themselves to death. Some people even died from exhaustion or heart attacks. At first, scientists thought that the dancing plague was caused by a virus or some other type of infection. But now they believe that it was actually a mass psychogenic illness. This means that the stress and anxiety of living during the Middle Ages caused people to literally dance themselves to death. It's a scary thought, but it's possible that this is what happened. The dancing plague eventually spread to other parts of Europe, but it never got as bad as it did in Strasbourg. All in all, it was a very strange and deadly outbreak that still baffles scientists today. Number 4. The Taos hum. The Taos hum is a low-frequency noise that has been heard in the town of Taos, New Mexico since the 1990s. At first, scientists thought that the hum was caused by nearby wind turbines or even military testing. However, they soon realized that the hum was coming from everywhere, and it was impossible to pinpoint the source. Now, scientists believe that the hum is a type of environmental noise that is created by a variety of sources such as wind, traffic, and even electrical equipment. It's possible that the hum is simply a part of living in a modern society, but it's also possible that it could be the start of something more sinister. The hum has been studied by many scientists, but no one has been able to explain it fully. It's a fascinating phenomenon that continues to baffle scientists to this day. Number 3. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is a book that has been puzzling scientists for centuries. The book is written in a mysterious language that has never been deciphered, and it contains illustrations of plants, stars, and other objects that are unknown. At first, scientists thought that the book was simply a hoax, but now they believe that it may contain a secret code that has yet to be discovered. The book is named after the bookseller who purchased it in 1912, and it's now housed at Yale University. The book is written on vellum, and it's believed to have been created sometime between the 15th and 17th centuries. The author of the book is unknown, but some believe that it may have been written by a member of the Royal Society, a group of intellectuals who met in secret to discuss new discoveries and ideas. The book is full of illustrations of plants, stars, and other objects that are unknown. The illustrations are so detailed that scientists believe that they may contain a secret code that has yet to be deciphered. So far, no one has been able to decode the message, but scientists continue to work on it in hopes of unlocking its secrets. Number 2. The Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste is a ship that was found abandoned at sea in 1872. The ship was sailing from New York to Genoa, Italy when it was discovered. The ship was in good condition, but there was no sign of the crew. An investigation was launched, but no one ever figured out what happened to the crew. Some believed that the crew was lost at sea, while others believed that they were attacked by pirates. However, there is no evidence to support either theory. The most likely explanation is that the crew simply abandoned the ship and swam to shore. However, this is only speculation, and the truth is still unknown. Number 1. The WOW signal. The WOW signal is a radio signal that was picked up by a telescope in 1977. The signal was detected by the Big Ear radio telescope in Ohio, and it was so strong that it caused the computer to print out the words, "Wow." The signal was only 30 seconds long, and it was never picked up again. At first, scientists thought that the signal may have been caused by a human-made object such as a satellite. However, they soon realized that the signal was coming from somewhere else in the universe. Scientists are still trying to figure out where the signal came from and what it means. Some believe that it may be a sign of intelligent life, while others believe that it's simply a natural phenomenon. The truth is we don't know. The WOW signal is one of the most exciting discoveries in the search for extraterrestrial life, and it continues to baffle scientists to this day. Thanks for watching. Do you know of any other mysterious places that scientists still can't explain? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time. Bye.